was excited about this for many, many reasons. While supplies last, and we expect them to be sold out by the morning, we have our graphite gray, our slate black, and our beautiful pearl white. Instantly, you'll see perhaps the most attractive, best looking air purifier that we feature on HSN. This day only price of $99.99. This is on the non-negotiables list. We've got to have an air purifier. We've got to. When we used to talk about air purifiers, we'd focus in on some of the original benefits, and that was odors and smells. We're going to get rid of them. An air purifier helps to get rid of the cooking smells, the pet smells, the tobacco smells. No more buying air fresheners, sprays, plug-ins, candles. This is a natural way to scrub the air and clean the air. Some of the other stories with regards an air purifier is, of course, going to be that if you struggle with allergies, this might not be a cure, but it's helping to remove some of those allergens from the air. So, hay fever season, pollen, right? With the itchy eyes, the sneeze, the sniffles, this helps to create a better environment at home. Today, of course, the story is wildly different, and we're very conscientious about the air that we're breathing, helping to clean the unseen, as we've been talking about, what's floating in the air. The easiest thing we always say is if you go to a restaurant and you order a glass of water, if the glass of water was dirty, you'd send it back. The air is dirty, but you can't see it. This is going to help clean the air. The government says, the EPA says, that the air inside of our homes is up to 5 times more polluted than the air outside of our homes. Today, more than ever, HSN has seen more sales in air purifiers than we have ever seen, because we're all taking this seriously. And we know that purifying the air in our home has got to be a good thing. That's why we're excited. To get a feature price like this is significant. I featured air purifiers virtually every week. I've never seen one this low a price, if that's any help to you. Gray, black, or white will show you and share with you how it works. The last thing I'm gonna say is this. Of all the things we're gonna talk about, the primary reason why this will sell out is because it's a real HEPA filter. And real HEPA is the gold standard that commands the most amount of money. At $99, you don't normally find real HEPA. You find HEPA type products. The other thing that I think will be the icing on the cake is this is the rare beast, the rare animal that is a forever filter. Very rarely do you have real HEPA that lasts on and on and on without needing to be replaced. You buy this once, it has a forever filter, you'll spend no more money. Our dear friend, our home expert, Vonabelle Sherman, is standing by, and Vonabelle, I know you are equally excited. This has all the features we're looking for, Vonabelle, for under $100.
That's an amazing price. And I can tell you that we have never had an air purifier at this price point for true HEPA and permanent HEPA filtration. So it is an incredible value. I even think maybe you have a filter, an air purifier at home, and you're like, well, it's almost time to change that filter. And if you go to see how much the new filter is, $50, $60, $70, why would you do that when you can invest in a LivePure unit that has permanent HEPA filtration where you will never buy another filter for the life of this unit? Now, this is going to capture 99.97 of all the particles in the air. And those are all smoke, those are dust mites, those are the allergens, tree, grass, weed, pollen. And right now we're in the season of all of those. And microns are sometimes hard for you guys to figure out. So let's give you an example. A piece of hair, one piece of hair is that 80 to 100 microns. And going down from that, we go to pollen, and then household dust, pet dander, and then smoke. Smoke is the tiniest particle. And maybe grandpa lives with you and he smokes and you love grandpa, but the smoke, not so much. You want to remove that from the air so that you're not breathing it. What happens is all of those particles are taken in 2 layers of filtration. Your first one is cocoa carbon. This is your pre-filter. This captures the big particles. If you have cats and dogs, you are going to see cat and dog hair on there. Capturing those big particles helps protect your HEPA filter, which is going to capture all of your allergens. And maybe like this month, you've been like, why are my eyes so itchy? And why am I waking up for a drink of water? Why am I always going, you know, your throat? You may indeed have allergies that you haven't considered. So this would be the perfect time with limited quantities to get an air purifier that is the top of the line because it's LivePure, 6-year warranty, USA-based customer service, 2 layers of filtration that's going to make your air virtually 100% clean. Let's take a look at what this captures. So there's your cocoa carbon, which of the good, better, best is the best.
Yes.
We're going to capture big particles and odors and fur and dander and all of those things. And then we're going to go to the true HEPA. And this is permanent, no money pit here. That's so important. You will never spend another nickel. And we're going to get the allergens, tobacco smoke, dander, dust mites, mold, spores. Now, mold is something different. I always like to clarify that, because mold you might get on your wall, but that's not the spores that float in the air. Mold spores float in the air. You may need this if you, had a flood of some kind, because mold spores can be in the air. But we're going to capture all of those things. And I need to point this out to you. Even if you don't get this, which you absolutely should, because it's an incredible value tonight. We have never, ever, not even on today's special, done this kind of unit for $100. We have a sealed gasket. I want you to go look. If you have an air purifier, go look at what you have. I will bet it's paper. Paper lets air bypass through and come out dirty. When you have a sealed gasket, which is rubberized, no air can bypass. All the air is forced through the 2 layers of filtration, so you're breathing fresh, clean air. Adam, you just can't beat that.
Well, it's that feeling, it's that sensation that you really enjoy every day when you wake up, when you're walking through the house, the living room, the bedroom, it's right there. We're very busy. It's been a busy night, but we're particularly busy on this, and I think it's a combination of reasons. I think it's the way it looks. I think it's the fact that it's real HEPA, and I certainly think it's the fact that this is a forever filter that doesn't need replacing. White is going to be the first to sell out, followed by the gray, and then followed by the black. You know, there's a lot to take away from this presentation, and even if you don't buy this from us tonight, please promise me that you'll at least make a mental note of this HEPA story. If you ever go to buy an air purifier, please look for real HEPA. Don't let them fob you off with a HEPA-like product. You know, back in the day, that was good, but now the pricing, the technology, you've got to get real HEPA. It's the most effective, it's the most efficient, and I want to show you that in action. Here is our special demonstration. I'm going to turn this on. You're going to see the smoke inside the box just start to move around, and it's going to clean it, it's going to scrub it, it's going to absolutely take it all in and then pump it all the way back out, and it's going to be crystal clear, and it's doing it at an extraordinarily rapid pace. This is a machine that's not so big. It's a machine that's going to help cover that full main living room or in your bedroom, and as you can see there, it's as clean as a whistle. I mean, it looks fabulous, crystal clear. I want to give you an up-close look as well. On the gray, notice the wood panel effect that you've got at the top, right? So on the gray, it looks really high-end, very restoration-y. If we go to the black, you have a slightly deeper, darker, like a black, kind of like a black walnut, as it were. And then that lighter color on the white, it has a beautiful wooden effect at the top as well. So $99.99, 3 flex pay, and of course, the lowest price that we have done. We have presented a lot of air purifiers, folks. I probably present 2 or 3 per week at the moment because the demand is so great. You know, a lot of us, all of us, talking about, thinking about, listening, going outside, and we think about wearing face coverings and face masks to filter the air. But what are we doing for the inside of our home? What are we doing about the air inside of our house? What about, that's where we're spending more time than ever. So in the year 2020, there's never been a more important time to invest in an air purifier. Now, I'm talking to you like, you know, if I met you on the street and you said to me, I was at the dentist the other day, the lovely hygienist. I'd never met her before. My lady who normally does it, she was off that day, so another lady did it, and she was talking about HSA, and she said, what should I buy? I said, Andrew Lessman, Debbie Meyer, all the good stuff. And I went into this whole thing about air purifiers because it's important. It's a product that today more than ever, you have to bring into your home. Now, the reason why most of us don't buy real HEPA is because it's too much money. At $300, not everybody wants to spend that. This is real HEPA at under 100, and Vonabell, it's a forever filter. As you said, it's not a changing of the filter every couple of months. You never need to spend another penny.
Yeah, I love that it's not a money pit because I'm a very practical woman and I don't want to keep spending $70 after I spend $100 on a unit, which is a great price, by the way. But I love having that. Now, what does that mean, though? So, and I love educating you about this because things I've learned. So because this is meant to last the life of the unit, that means 12 years. Not because this unit will die in 12 years, but because in 12 years you'll probably want something new. So what do? All you do is vacuum this unit clean with your upholstery tool. That's all you do to keep it up. So make sure you do it once a month, but we do have a light on top that will show you. It's an indicator light. And what I love is it's not an indicator to go buy a new filter, to measure this, find out where I get it, what's the size, and then find out it's $60 or $70. No, when that light comes on, you will simply vacuum clean with your upholstery tool your true HEPA permanent filter. Right now, I wonder if you're spending just as much of this unit a year on sprays, trying to cover up smells and pet smells, and when you burn something, or you're burning candles. I would venture to guess that you're spending $100 a year on these things that cover but don't remove from the air. When you use an air purifier, you are removing 99.97% of all the particles and smells and everything that's in the air. It's going through 2 layers of filtration. And look at the size of this. On some units, they cheat. Like the filter will be like this big. This filter is truly the size of the unit, so that you are getting the biggest scope to pull in all of those allergens, the smoke and the dust. A nice side effect is you do less dusting when you have an air purifier because dust is pulled into the unit and it stays there. Everything that is pulled in stays and it is absorbed by 2 layers of filtration. Now, room-wise, let's talk about that. So this does about 202 square feet. So this does a nice size room. I would say 10 by 20, 15 by 15. But as I always teach you, don't get stuck on a size. So if you have a little bigger room, instead of 5 times an hour, we'll scrub the air, it'll do it 4. Put it in a smaller room, and it'll do it 6 or 7 times in an hour. But this unit, in that size room, that 10 by 20, 15 by 15, we're gonna scrub it 5 times an hour, every 12 minutes, 120 times a day. And literally just picture scrubbing the air because that's exactly what it's doing. It's like washing your dishes 120 times, but we're washing your air clean. If you put this in a room and shut the door, Adam, you will not even have the same air in 1 hour. It will be totally exchanged and be 99.97% pure and clean, which is so important for our little ones. Maybe you have toddlers or grandchildren and you want them to breathe the best air possible, do that.
How wonderful
so Adam,
is that?
Great product, huh?
Oh my gosh, Vonabelle, for all the things you just said, it really is. It's a game changer that's a noticeable difference. We certainly notice it because the odors are gone. Any odors of smell from cooking or from pets, animals, they're gone now. As Vonabelle said, without the use of sprays or air fresheners or plugins or candles. Allergy season is here and it's rife. You know, if you're struggling with the itchy eyes or the sniffles, this is going to help to clean those allergens out of the air. So that's got to be a good thing. If we stop there, this is a winner. But obviously with the situation that we find ourselves in, with the crazy year that it has been, we're all more sensitive, we're all more conscious about taking good care of ourselves and our loved ones. And making sure that the air that we're breathing is as clean as we can realistically make it is important to do. This offer is for all of us that love a great buy. And that is every one of us. I've not had a this day only on an air purifier in recent weeks. They've been in such strong demand. They've been selling out left, right, and center, as you would imagine. We're at under $100. Now, nobody's saying that you can't go find an air purifier for $100. You can. They're in every store in America. But finding a real HEPA air purifier with a forever filter at under 100, then that's harder to do. That's a lot harder to do. Certainly when you add in flex pay and a 30-day money-back guarantee, that's why we're so proud tonight. The top line, top of the class, best in class, with no more money that you need to spend. I want to show you this gray. It's now outselling the white and is fewer than 900 before it's sold out. This is the beautiful gray. Many folks, myself included, think that this is the best looking air purifier that we do. It's gorgeous. So there's the gray. If you want the gray, order it before you go to bed. This is going to be the black. If you want the black, we're now into the final few hundred as well. So that's that beautiful black again with that black wood. And then at the top, at the far end rather, you've got the white with the lighter color wood that's very clean and contemporary, more of a modern look to it. We're less now than 500 there. So for all of those reasons, it makes a lot of sense. The other thing as well, Vonabelle, if this is gonna go in the bedroom or in the living room, it doesn't disturb you. It's extremely quiet. We've got, I believe, all three of these on right now, and you can't hear anything.
Yeah, they worked hard, but it's important to know you have to move the air to clean the air. So truly, LivePure has mastered cleaning the air, and to clean the air, to move the air, you know, there is always a certain level of noise, but these are super quiet. And of course, you can put it on low, medium, high, but you can also use a sleep mode, which is the lowest setting. It's so beautiful, and you get cleaning while you sleep. Now, this is great in the bedroom, and that is your first line of defense. It's where you sleep. It's where you get your restorative sleep. If you're not sleeping well, you wake up grumpy. You don't have a good day. So putting this in your bedroom is super important. And we keep talking about what's going on today, but you know, you want a product that, yeah, is good during this pandemic, but gives you long-lasting benefit, and this does that. This has a 6-year warranty and USA-based customer service. So if you have a problem or a question, you can call LivePure and have that taken care of. So I don't want anybody to miss out on this, because this is that today only special, Adam, and we do have limited quantities. And colors.
As always, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much, my love. We'll see you later.
Yes, look forward to it.
Thank you, Vonabelle. Great presentation as always. Just to kind of put the icing on the cake to show you what Vonabelle's discussing there, we're cleaning the air. We're moving the air, we're cleaning the air. We're gonna do it really quick. We're gonna do it more